No joke alert! Very serious video. You want to see the hottest coins in 2025 that you can ape into without thinking. That will just give you a bukkake of gains. You're going to be very unclean after this video. But we don't have time to do that because the market is moving too damn fast. I make a video on this channel, a week later, 2 weeks later, the coins are up 10, 15x. And no, I'm not kidding. Just in the last few months, we point out Neural, Pinlink, Vertical, XBG, Pi, all up 5, 10, 15x. And this video, I have to pretty much rush up today because the move that I'm gonna talk about, and the narrative I think is gonna pump turbo hard, is happening right now. So I don't have time to make a funny intro humiliating you today, so we have to get this up now. Look, in Q1 2025, there is one narrative that is going to pump harder than anything else. The stars have aligned here. We've been talking about the past year. This thing is happening right now. And I think the biggest move of it, the biggest gains are gonna be able to be seen are gonna be in Q1 2025. That's January for you few retards who are watching this channel. It's okay, this channel is for everybody. I'll give you a pat on the head and a little boop. You're a special guy. You can invest in crypto too, just like the rest of us. But back on track, this is the move, and there is going to be no more second chances after this. Once this moves, the sloppy seconds are just gonna be way too sloppy, way too soupy. It's gonna be very lobster biscuit, and unless you're a Cardano holder, you're really not into that. So I'm begging you, please, listen, because you're going to need to move with urgency. And when I say urgency, I mean it. If you've been here the last few months, you would have caught coins like Neural up 10x, Destra up 30x from where we pointed out, Pinlink up 20x the last few months, Vertical up multiple x's since we mentioned it, Pi up 6, 7x, Super up 20x. I could list more things, but I think it's pretty clear. We don't around this channel. But I'm not here to brag. I'm not here to flex. I'm not here to talk myself up. What I am here to do is to get straight into this narrative right now and explain to you not just the coins that are going to pump, the coins that will make you go, oh my. But also show you how to play this narrative from the buy point to the sell point and exactly what's about to happen in the market right now. Look, before we talk about these coins, and yes, we will talk about the coins. I know you're here to ape your life savings into some scam coins, lose all your money, and then blame me 6 months later for it. Don't worry, I'm here for that. But what we have to talk about before that is what is the market doing? Because everything we're about to see in this narrative and things about the pump is related to what the market's doing. And if you don't understand what the market's doing, you're not gonna do very well here. So we gotta talk about Bitcoin, we gotta talk about Ethereum, and then we need to talk about this narrative in this sector of the industry and why it's going to pump in Q1. I don't think it's going to pump this hard the rest of the year. I think it's going to be really condensed into a Q1 super narrative. And if you don't get in on this, then it's just too late. And then yes, we will talk about the coins. And then finally, I want to talk about how to play this narrative, because buying is not just the whole entire thing. You got to know how to sell. You got to know when to exit these coins and how the flow of this is probably going to work for the rest of 2025. So this is your complete toolkit. I think you could literally just nail this one move and then retire for the rest of 2025. So this is not only going to show you the coins, but to give you the understanding of the market and the industry that this is happening in. So it's you're entirely armed to the teeth to actually go out there and, if you want to get really crazy, pick and research your own coins and not be a degenerate retard who just goes to crypto YouTube channels and thoughtlessly buys coin. But I know there's only 2 of you that watch this channel that actually think like that. So let's get into it. All right, so we are deep inside my computer, and the first thing we need to talk about is the market, because I'm going to give you the coins. I'm going to talk about this narrative in the industry. Don't worry, we'll get to the pump, okay? But everything you're going to see in terms of the pump is going to seem very confusing. It's not going to seem like there's a pattern to it. It's going to seem like coins are popping off left and right. And they are right now. If we go look at stuff like, I don't know, Palm just in the last day put in a 40% candle. If you look at Rye, which we recently got into, like right here, just a few days ago, things already put in like another 40, actually 89% candle the last few days. So why are these coins moving? Why are they all pumping, and what can we expect from the future? Well, none of that's going to make sense, and all the coins and stuff I'm going to talk about are not going to make sense unless we talk about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the rest of the market. So please bear with me. I know you don't want to understand what's going on in crypto. You just want to get to the pump, but this is going to make it so that the few of you that have an IQ over 10 do very well in this market and actually leave with your butt intact. Okay, so I'm going to force this upon you. Okay, it's like a 45-year-old guy at a college party. No one wants to be there. It's very creepy. No one knows what's going on, but he's paying for all of it, so you just better put the up with it. So look, Bitcoin, what's going on in the market right now? So last month, it's been all over the place. We saw the first kind of big dip. I don't think this was a really big dip, and I think we're going to see much scarier dips coming here real soon. But if we look at Bitcoin, it pulled the exact same move it did last bull run. And so where I think we're at right now is kind of like around right here, either right here, if we zoom in a lot right here. We're either right here in this first bear trap or this first bear trap right here. It doesn't really matter. So what you can see Bitcoin doing here is very similar to what we saw last run. actually almost the exact same time frame. December started moving up, or October started moving up, and then kind of halted out in December and then did its big surge in January. Now, I don't like copying and pasting the last bull run to say what's going to happen this run, but it looks really damn similar, so we can at least be aware of it. Now, the thing we really want to be aware of from all of this is, I think Bitcoin's going to do another charge in January. But you have to understand, if we look at the dates on this charge right here, you can see it made its big move all the way up to the top around the 7th of January. Okay, so Ethereum made its big move. Keep that 7th of January in your head. It made its first big move a little bit after. So you can see it made this big giant move and it didn't complete its move until about the 19th. So about 10, 12 days after Bitcoin made its move. So what am I trying to point out like this? The most important coin to all of our altcoins and everything we're doing right now is Ethereum. Why is that? Because when Ethereum moves and makes its moves and then settles right here, this is when all the other altcoins go wild. This is when Solana, Cardano, AVAX, Sui, I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm just going to pronounce it Sui. I have absolutely no effing clue what this coin does. I need to do research. Everyone's been talking about it, but I suck at my craft, so I couldn't tell you too much about it. But we're going to see Sui and Polkadot and Uniswap. Everything else just go wild. But we're not here to talk about those coins because I think we've talked about them enough on this channel. I think AVAX is going to do super well because it ties in this narrative we're about to talk about. But why is this important? Okay, if you're noticing, everything in crypto is correlated, and so it all moves off of Bitcoin and then moves its way down. What's going to happen is after these coins move, people are going to go, all right, what's the next big thing? What's the next big narrative? So over the last year, it's been meme coins with a little dabble of AI, and then gaming's been doing pretty well as well. Now, what I think is going to be the next big move, and what is the next big move, is 100% going to be AI. When people get done with these top altcoins right here, we're going to see, for example, AVAX or Solana charge after Ethereum hits its all-time high. People are then going to say, what's next? It's 100% going to be AI. Now, why is it going to be AI crypto? If you look in traditional markets right now, the hottest thing in the entire world is AI. If you look at SaaS, if you look at businesses, AI agents and AI functionality applied to different industries is by far the hottest thing in the entire world right now when it comes to investing, just period, bar none. And crypto is one of the hottest financial assets right now. You're combining the most hot thing in the world right now, the hottest overhyped, overvalued narrative of all time in the world right now, with the hottest new sector in finance. You combine them together, you have AI crypto. This thing is going to pump super duper hard. All of CT's watching this, and all of the investing world, I think, is soon going to be watching it and dumping their money into it as well, especially after Ethereum hits all-time high. That's really what we're waiting for. After Ethereum hits its all-time high and then this charges, we're definitely in the mid to late market at that point. So why do I think it's going to be AI? It's a few different things. What I just laid out in front of you, the investing narrative, the overhyped narrative and stuff like that. But the thing that's coming up that I think is going to give us that huge Q1 boost I'm talking about is Binance and all the other exchanges keep hinting at AI. Binance keeps listing Destra and a ton of other AI coins. They've done it 3 or 4 times now. Now, if you don't understand how exchanges work, they get a cut of every single trade that goes on their platform. And so there is massive, massive, massive volume going on coins like Destra, for example, right now. Okay. And what Binance wants, what Coinbase wants, what all these exchanges want is they want a chunk of that volume because it's huge amounts of money that they're missing. And this is probably going to be the pumpiest narrative in Q1. So there's no way in hell they're going to miss out on all those sweet hot gains from us gambling on Ponzi schemes. They're just not going to do it. And so I don't foresee a fathomable way that in the next month or so, Binance doesn't start listing coins like Destra and Pinlink and Anyone and other coins we'll mention in this video. And when that happens, what we're going to see is an absolute wave of speculation on all the smaller AI coins. So we're going to see, I think 0x0 will be listed. I think PAL will be definitely listed. I think Dash will be definitely listed. But we're going to make the giant crazy gains. Yes, you can make these giant crazy gains in Destra and AOS and top coins up here like this. But we're going to be making them in the smaller coins like Palm, Hash. I think Hash will actually be listed as well. That's a big one that's been listed a lot. But if we keep going down, coins like VRA, ZKML, etc. are just going to go wild. And what we're going to be seeing is what we've been seeing in a lot of new AI coins in the market. Now, for example, Vertical AI, we pointed that out about less than a month ago as I make this video, the coin is up stupid amounts, just stupid amounts. And we're going to be seeing new coins hitting the market very quickly that are going to do 10, 15x's back to back to back to back. So you can catch on that as well. And that's what we're going to talk about when we talk about playing this narrative. So there's a lot of things that you can do right here. One, you can get into the big chunky coins and make 3, 5x's very quickly. You can get into the lower coins and make 10x's very quickly. And if you're watching the newer coins launching, you can make 10, 15x's very, very quickly. Now, before we talk about coins and the rest of the industry, that's my thesis. That's what I think is going to happen. The combination with the extreme hype around this in the entire investing world, the fact that all of crypto's looking at it, the fact that AI agents are the biggest narrative right now in crypto, combined with the fact that we have all these listings probably coming up, it's just a perfect storm for a big explosion as Bitcoin goes and crosses 100K and Ethereum crosses its all-time high. If we have all these things happening at once, this is going to be disgusting. And so that's what we need to keep in mind before we talk about these coins and we talk about how to play this market. Now, and before we talk about the coins right here, there's a lot of good projects I'm going to talk about, but you have to understand when I pick projects, I'm not looking for like the tech. Okay, everybody's act like they're in it for the tech and they're like talk about the future of finance and tech. No, I'm looking at narratives, what things are going to pump. For example, there are plenty of coins that are pure vaporware in this industry that you can invest in that will make you a ton of money and you just need to get out of them. The difference between how a vaporware coin, a coin that does absolutely nothing, and a coin that has the best technology on earth performs in a bull market is pretty similar. And the amount they crash is exactly the same. Last market in gaming crypto, for example, we saw great gains or coins like Super take just as big as dives as games that were completely non-existent in the space. So please understand when I'm investing here, I'm not sitting here telling you to make some big long-term crazy investment. I'm not sitting here telling you any of the coins I'm picking right now have the greatest tech in the entire world or even going to be here within 5 years. I'm not even telling you they're going to survive the next bear market. I'm telling you this industry right here is going to pump super duper hard and we're going to see wild overvaluations in everything. And what I'm looking at is where the narrative and the hype and the behavior of the humans that are investing in crypto, how they're going to behave and what they're going to think. So I'm looking at marketing and narrative. And you should be too. I don't want you to be going into any coins anywhere in crypto thinking you're making some long-term tech investment unless you're in like the top 100 or something like that. So there's a lot of coins I'm going to talk about that are really great tech and everything, but I'm not focusing on that. The reason I'm picking these coins is the narrative, the hype, and the focus that I see investors having on them.